What's going on? This is Jada Black. I'm back with another video. I want to talk about something because I keep hearing this from black women. They say that black men don't approach them. They say they get approached by non-black men more than black men. I know this is a lie. That is simply not the case. The thing is that you have a lot of these women with attitude issues towards black men. They're more appreciative if a non-black man approaches them than a black man. We all know this is the truth. But they like to play these mind games when they get on social media. And some of you know what I'm talking about. Y'all have heard these women get on social media and talk about how they don't get approached by black men. Now, I will say that if you're in a metropolitan city, a big city, you may not get approached as much if you're in a smaller town, a smaller city. Like you have somebody that lives in, let's say, what's a big city? New York. I would say that you're probably going to see a lot more like if I'm a black dude, I'm in New York City. You're going to see more non-black women than black women. So saying that you're not getting approached, that would actually be true in that situation. But if you're in a smaller city, let's say if you're in what's a small city? Virginia Beach. And you're saying that shit, you're a fucking liar. If you are in, if you're in Orlando, Florida, and you say you're not getting approached by black men, you're a liar. I mean, hell, if you're in I was gonna say Atlanta, but you know, well, even it's a big city, it really is, but it's still small. You know. You're not getting approached by black men, I'm gonna call you a fucking liar. I mean, it is Atlanta, but if you're in a smaller city and you're saying this, you're lying, and you know you're lying. I've approached black women. So black men, I've seen other black dudes approach black females, but black females don't want to talk to black men. They don't want to conversate with them for whatever issues they have going on with them. But if a non-black dude approaches them, they let their wall down. They want to conversate. They're starting conversations. I've seen this shit. So this notion that they're not getting approached is not true. They're only saying this, one, because they're probably either swirling or want to swirl, or two, they're just trying to get thirsty black men to approach them more. Because see, a lot of these black women are very, what's the word? Attention starved. And they love attention. And the more men they can get to approach them, the better. And they're picky as well. They love being picky. They only want a certain type of black male to approach them. But the majority of black men, they're going to ignore them, or they're going to dismiss them and not give them the time of day. But I'm just tired of seeing these women get on social media and lie and pretend like they don't get approached by black men when we all know they do, man. I don't understand why you would get on social media and say that shit. If you've only dated black men, doesn't that mean that you're only being approached by black men? Or you're being approached at all by black men? The only men you've dated have been black? You live in a predominantly black neighborhood and you're not getting approached by black men? Get the fuck out of here. No, these women are just setting things up to where if you found out that she was dating non-black men, she can use the excuse, well, I don't get approached by black men, which we all know is a straight up lie. As thirsty as black men are, black men are some of the thirstiest people out there. They're very thirsty. Just look at Instagram and Facebook. Hell, even YouTube. And you're not getting approached. Either you aren't approachable, either you are just, you're out of shape. You look you don't look very good personally. Then I can see why they're not approaching you. But I highly doubt it. These women are just setting you brothers up to just thirst after them even more, to show them even more attention. And I don't know why they're getting on social media and saying this shit, because they know that they're being approached. But they're telling you that they're not getting approached just so you could want to slide in their inboxes more, or comment to them more, like their pictures more. That's what they're seeking. I just don't understand why these women do this. You never hear black men say, I don't get approached by black women, or, you know what I'm saying? But like, only time we'll say that is if we're pressed about why we aren't in a relationship or why we're dating outside our race. But you have black women who are volunteering this information. And I think it's mostly due to the fact that a lot of them are perpetually single. And they want to use the excuse, well, we're loyal to black men, which we all know is a lie. That has been debunked. We know that that's not true. We know this. But I know some of you are going to listen to this video and you're going to take it as me bashing. No, this is me being honest and me asking the question. Do you really believe that black men aren't approaching black women? Do you really believe that black men are just ignoring black women as thirsty as black men are on social media? Do you really believe that they are just ignoring attractive black women? Or are black women just saying this to excuse the fact that they aren't checking for black men, the majority of them? That some of them might be dating outside their race, but you know, they want to make an excuse and say they're not being approached. But when we say that, we're the bad guys. We're not seeking a decent black woman, you know? They have these built-in excuses, man. And the fact that they're getting on social media and talking about why they're not getting approached, and we know they're getting approached. We know this. But they're going to say the shit because they know that there are black men who are going to give it a pass and are not going to press them on it. Because I'm telling you right now, if a female ever says that men aren't approaching them, then you should ask her for a full body picture, no makeup on. Because I want to see why they're not approaching you. Because if you are as attractive as you claim you are, or in shape as you claim you are, I want to see it. Because if you are fat or out of shape, you don't keep yourself up aesthetically, then maybe that's why you're not being approached. Or if you're walking around with a frown on your face all day, upset at the world, mad at the world, and you wonder why you're not getting approached, that might be one of the reasons why you're not getting approached. But to sit there and say black men aren't approaching you, I mean, come on, man. Black men would approach any woman if they're into women. You try to tell me that these brothers ain't thirsty, man. Come on, man. Black men will pursue any and every avenue to get with a female. They are approaching black women, but black women make it difficult to approach them, because when you do approach black women and you are a black dude who's not a stereotypical black male, they're not looking for you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to conversate with you. They don't. I know this. I've seen it, and I've been in that situation. The getting ignored. To having a female basically walk past you like you're not even there. So to sit there and act like black men aren't approaching you, you should look yourself in the mirror and see why you're not getting approached. You're not getting approached because of your fucking attitude. That's why. If you're not getting approached, it's because of how you carry yourself, how your attitude towards the other men. Because we watch, we as men, we watch your interactions with men. And if we see that you're dissing brothers left and right, do you really believe that we're going to approach you? No, we're not going to approach you. Why should we? There's no reason to approach you. If you're giving off a vibe that I can't stand these dudes, I hate these dudes, I don't want nothing to do with these dudes, do you really believe these brothers are going to approach you? And then to talk about how non-black men approach you and tell you how beautiful you are, I believe that's just a fantasy that you want to be true. You want non-black men to approach you. You want non-black men to tell you how beautiful you are, to make you feel good about yourself, because only non-black men can make some of these women feel good about themselves. And that's a fact. Just look at social media. Look how they put white male compliments on a pedestal. Oh, this white man, he talked about how beautiful I was. This white man said I'm gorgeous. He wants to date me. He wants to take care of me. What pro-black would put the compliments of a white man on a pedestal unless she actually cared and she wanted that to be true? Come on now.